best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go.
Welcome to Karaoke Cooking. My name's Michael, and we're going to make some roasted potatoes today. That was The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. It's one of my classics at karaoke, which I haven't been able to do in a few months, and I'm aching for it. But in the meantime, we're going to make some perfectly golden, crisp, roasted potatoes with some garlic and rosemary added to them. Join us for the next few minutes while we make the magic happen. This is about all you need. I've got some great farmer's market potatoes from the grocery store. I've got some olive oil behind it, salt, pepper in the mortar and pestle, some rosemary, garlic, and my utensils. Let's get it going. You're going to want to preheat your oven to about 400 or 410, 415 if you're feeling like extra hot. And we're going to start peeling our potatoes. Oven is getting ready. Let's do it. Just peeling my potatoes here. Just doing my thing. I guess one of the tricks that you want to remember is don't soak your potatoes in the sink or in a bowl in a bunch of water. Just put them in a bowl, and once you got a bunch of them there, you're going to rinse them off, but don't soak them in the water. You're going to rinse it out, and you're going to put it on a towel right away. I'm still peeling here, just still doing my thing. I don't know what you guys are doing, but this is probably the most labor-intensive part of the work, is getting all this peel off. I don't often leave it unpeeled unless I know that the peel is really clean from dirt. Then I'll leave some of it on, but I always go through it and check all for eyes and little crevices or little rotten spots that need to be cut out.
Don't let me out. Yeah, you know you gotta let me out. Yeah, don't you put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah.
So as you can see here, I've just placed my potatoes out on a little tea towel, and they're drying. So don't soak them. Once you're done rinsing them, put them out on a tea towel to dry. Okay, so this is about how big I cut the potatoes. So they're dry now. They've been out on that tea towel, and you're gonna take this piece. I'm gonna cut it in half. This is about the size that I want for my potatoes. About this size right here. Okay. So if I've described it before, it's something like the size of a golf ball. If you were to like flatten it all out, but that's about the size that I want. Okay, so I've got some peppercorns inside here. And I've got just some straight table salt. I'm going to crack these up. The first thing I'm going to put on is some olive oil, and then I'm going to put a bunch of salt and pepper on it as well. Okay, so we're just going to add some olive oil on it here. If you were to say, how much olive oil is that? I would say, nah, it's enough. Enough olive oil. I'm going to pour that on. Probably not going to use it because I got another batch of potatoes that's going to come behind this one as well. We're going to drizzle some salt on. If you were to say, Michael, how much was that? I would say, I don't know, maybe a couple teaspoons. All right, we got that there. And we're gonna put some pepper on top. All right. Now we're gonna coat it all, so it's all coated all the way through with the olive oil, the salt, and the pepper. Okay, so now we're just gonna put it out. These potatoes are coated. All right, they're coated with olive oil. They're coated with salt and pepper there. As you can see, there's still a bunch left in the bowl there for the next round of potatoes that I've got behind me. Now here's one part that seems like it takes a while, but it doesn't. We're going to space them apart appropriately so that they're all kind of flattened down on the pan, but they're not touching each other. Okay, because you don't want them resting on top of each other. You want to be able to roast the potato all the way through, right? So this is a well-spaced pan of potatoes. Okay, so here are my two pans of unequal sizes that are about to go in the oven. Okay, so we're going to leave that in the oven for about 40 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to do some karaoke. Take on me. Aha. That's a good one. doing the rosemary thing here. We're not going to add this in right away because then it'll definitely burn. I normally put this in at about the 40-minute mark, and I combine the rosemary with some garlic and red wine vinegar. So watch this here. We press this down. This is an easy way to peel garlic. You just press down on the bulb, and then you can just pull off the skin. That's pretty simple, eh? Press this down. Press this down. Just use the heel of your hand there, and then the garlic all peels off pretty easily. Quite nice actually. It's easier than picking away at it. And I'll cut these up as well. Gone me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day you won't. Don't cut your fingers while you do this. Okay. That's a good one. Okay, so inside here I'm just using the bowl that had the olive oil in it already and some of the salt and pepper. So I've got my garlic and my rosemary chopped up. I'm going to add probably a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of red wine vinegar. And then that's just going to soak and you're going to be ready for the 40-minute mark when I pull those potatoes out and drizzle that stuff on top. In the meantime, I'm just making a salad here. I don't care what you do with your extra time, but you know, just do something healthy. You know, make a salad. I've got some porchetta in the oven as well, roasting alongside alongside those potatoes. And then if in a follow-up recipe here, you should probably count on me for our famous Van der Herberg sesame dressing. That's the good stuff. Before I slice off the end of my finger, I'm going to stop. Alright, first of all I want you to check out my beautiful salad here. That's what I did in the meantime while these potatoes are roasting. I'm going to pull one of them out here and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So, they're roasting right up. Alright, they're getting there. And I'm going to put some of this rosemary and garlic, just kind of sprinkling it over top of it. And I'm going to kind of sparse it out enough so we're going to have enough for both of the pans. Alright, so this is going to add some real flavor to the already roasted potatoes. It's got nicely coated in the olive oil and pepper ready. Okay, throw it back in, do it with the other pan as well. Throw that second pan back in there. We're going to roast it for another 10, 12 and a half minutes. Alright, so this is the final product here. What we've got here are some perfectly roasted potatoes with garlic and rosemary kind of roasted on top. You can see that the garlic is not burnt. If you had put the garlic in at the very beginning, it would burn it. But that's why you add it towards the end. And I'd say this is pretty good to eat. So we're gonna get to the table. All right. Okay, folks. So we're just gonna show our roasted potatoes in their final sessions here. What do you think, Grace? All right, let's do it.